Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Hey guys, welcome to a new Randy's Old Time Radio update. We're recording this on September 26, 2023. Wanted to give you a quick status of the site. As many of you know, we started this sometime about December 22. I think it was December 4th of 2022. We started on YouTube, and we are now on both YouTube and Rumble. Not everything that is on YouTube is on Rumble, but everything that is on Rumble is on YouTube. And we'll talk more about YouTube and Rumble and why I went to Rumble in a little bit. I originally been collecting and distributing OTR since about 1995. I have around 1,500 shows right now that are available on YouTube and about half that many on Rumble. In my collection, I have somewhere around 55,000 shows, maybe a little bit more now, because I found some shows that I didn't have. And of course I run the site alone, and sometimes it can take an hour to 2 hours to convert just one show, depending on what I need to do, and upload it. But if the show needs cleaning up or the audio needs to be edited, it can take quite a bit longer. And especially if I have to go out and try to find a new recording, because not only do I have to find a new recording, I have to verify that it is different than the one I got. In other words, the quality is better than the one I got. And then I got to go all the way through it again and edit out some of the stuff that I don't want in. So not all recordings were created equal. So some recordings that we go out and we get are worse quality than the ones that I had, or the ones that I had are worse quality than the ones that are out there available. So I listen to the shows, I spot check the shows, and I'll listen to them. If they sound okay, I'll put them up. If you find a problem with the show, please let me know. Not long ago, I put up a show, and apparently I didn't spot check it. And somebody sent me a message, and they said, hey, the show sounds like it's running backwards. And sure enough, the copy I had, for some reason, I have no idea how it was done, but for some reason, it was recorded backwards. So if you find a show that's of crappy quality or it's running backwards, let me know. And I will go and I will find a better copy if there's one available, and I will put it up. All right, one of the things that I've been asked to do by a couple people is cut out commercials. And this would probably be mainly for CBS Radio Mystery Theater. Now, CBS Radio Mystery Theater, of course, in 1974, 75, I think all the way up to 82, was distributed across the CBS channels, radio channels. Back in the day, and in my area, it was WJR Radio, came on about 8 o'clock at night. And of course, to make up for the hours, they got commercials in there. If you hear a commercial from WOR out of Chicago, which is mainly where they cover WBBM. I think it's WOR. Could be WBBM. But anyways, they also put their own news in there, their local news. And we have two types of people out there. We have people who want to listen, like me, who want to listen to the broadcast as it was broadcast the time it was broadcasted. And that includes the commercials, the news, and all that stuff. I find it interesting to listen to 1975 news and realize not much has happened since 1975. The government is just as dysfunctional as they ever was. So, because I've gotten a lot of complaints about it, I've gone ahead and I've started editing out the commercials of CBS Radio Mystery Theater. That takes a while. So, as you've noticed, I went from uploading a bunch to uploading two to now I upload one a day. The reason I upload one a day is I've got over 1,800. It's pretty close to 1,800 Radio Mystery Theaters. And that's quite a few years of putting them up. So, if you like the commercials edited out, they are being edited out. If you don't like the commercials edited out, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to please as many people as I can. But hopefully you'll just enjoy the show with no commercials in it. But you may find some that still have commercials in it. I may mess up and leave part of a commercial in it, or may not take them out at all. So I hope you enjoy that. I also been asked to add the actors' names to it. The way that I create the video, because obviously it's a audio file, and to get it on YouTube, I have to make a video out of it. And the way that I do that, and the way that I put the names on there doesn't, or the titles on there doesn't allow me the flexibility to add the names on there as well. I've tried many different ways and it just doesn't come out right. So I have put those in the description along with the plot. So if you're looking for that, look in the description. That's where they're at. All right, I want to get to the subject now of why I really made this update. And it really boils down to Rumble versus YouTube, and why I switched over to having it on both Rumble and YouTube. First of all, as I stated the first time I did an update many months ago, was that I was hoping that on YouTube that I could make a couple of dollars off of this. I've been doing this for many, many, many years. I do it because I enjoy old time radio. I enjoy putting it out there, and I enjoy the people who comment and write back to me. I enjoy the comments. I'll get to as many comments as I can. Usually I give you a thumbs up. There are a few people that comment every night. There are people that don't comment at all, don't give a thumbs up. But if you would, I would appreciate it. It gets the site noticed on YouTube, even though it's not monetized. It gets it noticed on YouTube, even a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It don't matter. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And it gets it out to other people who may be getting up on YouTube, and it might pop up in their recommended site. So if you would do that, I certainly would appreciate it. So YouTube, once I got 1,000 users, actually it was before I got 1,000 users, it was right around 600 or 700. YouTube sent me a thing, and they basically said because of the traffic that I was getting, that I could apply for monetization. So I did. Took about 3 weeks to come back, and when it did, they turned me down flat and basically said the content isn't yours. You're basically reusing content. Unless I want to sit here and talk during the broadcasts. And you've seen the ones where there's a little, well, where's that? There we go. There's a little picture down here. Yeah, my screen's backwards, so there's a little picture down here. The guy, and he's got all his content up here, and he's talking, and he's looking, and he's pointing. Can you believe they done this? That kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. I want you to be able to sit back, and I want you to be able to listen to the show. If you're going to bed, you don't need to be seeing my ugly face up on the screen. If you're driving, you can't see me anyways. You may be like I do. I shut the lights off. I get into my lazy boy recliner rocker, and I just close my eyes and I think, oh, I'm listening to Blondie, which is one of my favorites. I'm way back in, the 1930s, 1940s with Dagwood and Blondie. So when YouTube said no, you couldn't, I started really hitting up and putting the shows on Rumble. Now I'm going to tell you, I've been doing Rumble since February of 2023, and I have made tons and tons of money on Rumble. Let me see if I can count it. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4 whole cents on Rumble as of today's date. So even Rumble's not a great money maker. Only 4 people have. I think what they do is when they do their commercials, whoever says, okay, let's put a commercial on this show here, or however it's done, if I don't get traffic to it, they take it off. Because I noticed that my eligible videos, even though they all say they're eligible for monetized, the ones that are actually monetized, I think today it showed 4. Last week it showed 17. So the more traffic I think it is, the more traffic I get on Rumble, the more apt they are to put the shows up on the videos. So as of right now, Rumble Rumble's got a feature where they will take my YouTube channels and automatically put them on Rumble, but that don't work. So every day I'm going up there and putting shows up there. So that's why you will see shows. All my shows are on YouTube, and some of them, about half of them, are on Rumble. So everything that's on YouTube is on Rumble, but everything that's on let me reverse that around. Everything that's on Rumble is on YouTube, but not everything that's on YouTube is on Rumble, and I'm working on that. So why did I go to Rumble? Really, it's all about the money. Hopefully one day I get enough traffic up there that I can make a few bucks a month. If not, it costs me a couple $100s a month as it is to just keep this channel running with equipment that I'm buying, stuff that I have to buy for editing and to keep this up. I think, I don't know what I spend on it, but I just say the wife's not happy on stuff I had to buy to do what I do to keep this up and going. I've even tried a new internet service to make things faster here for me to upload and, stuff like that. So, one of the things with Rumble that I wanted to talk about, well, let's talk about this site first. I will keep this site non-political. I don't care what your political beliefs are. You shouldn't care what my political beliefs are. If you do, then you don't need to be here, because this site is completely non-political. Whether I'm political, whether you're political, I want this site to be non-political. When we go to one of my other sites that I'm on there and I'm political, then you can jump on me if you want, or I can jump on you. But here, I want to keep this site completely non-political. And so far, I've had one Karen and one Kevin come up here and basically slam me for putting my stuff on Rumble. They claim Rumble is a right-wing outlet, outlet for the right-wing extremists. Well, let me tell you what, YouTube has got a lot of right-wing channels on it as well. The difference between Rumble and YouTube is just basically this. Rumble is out of Canada. They do not have as much restriction on what you can say that YouTube does. So I would prefer to keep the site non-political. I demand to keep the site non-political. If you want to be political, just leave the site. You don't need to get up there and bash me because I'm on Rumble, and so you're going to take your one subscription away. I don't really care. I make no money off of it, so I don't really care. You want to get up there and you want to talk to me about stuff that's non-political, great. We can talk about stuff non-political. But if you put stuff up that bashes anybody else for whatever reason, or you put stuff up that's political, I will delete it and block you. It's just that simple. And if that bothers you, go ahead and leave, because I don't care. I'm not making a penny off of you, so I don't really care. And I'm 70 years old, and I'm going to run this channel until I can't run it anymore. So I don't know how long that might be, but I don't need the crap. So I'll just put it that way. So if you're leaving me comments, which I appreciate, you have questions, you have comments to me on any particular subject relating to Old Time Radio, I am no expert. As long as you keep it in a general nature, I'll be more than happy to respond to you about it. One other thing about Rumble and why there's not more shows up on Rumble is because Rumble really, and I mentioned it a little bit with the transfer from YouTube to Rumble, their system stinks. But uploading shows to Rumble often fails. So I'm uploading a show 3, 4, 5, 6 times before Rumble actually accepts it. And like I said, I get 1 cent per view. So far I got 4. And that's view on monetized channel, and not all 800 shows I have up there are monetized. Since I started, I think 174 total shows have been monetized. And I think, like I said, I think they get monetized and they fall off, then they get monetized and they fall off. So, and I think it has to really do with how many people they get visiting. So if you like and you're on Rumble, you want to go to Rumble, go to Rumble. I'm on there, Randy's Old Time Radio Show. Randy's Old Time Radio Show is the same that I am now. And that's it. So any questions or requests, I'll do my best to answer them. I did have a request recently where somebody wanted me to upload a particular actor's all of his shows. Very difficult. I can't tell you how many shows Fred Gwynn was in on CBS Radio Mystery Theater without doing an extreme a lot of searching. So I'll find a few, I'll put them up for you. That's really about the best that I can do. So again, if you have any questions or requests, I'll do my best. And I hope that kind of answers some of the questions. If you got some questions for me, one guy asked me the other day about Woody in Toy Story. Said it sounded like Andy Devine. I don't recall Woody sounding like Andy Devine. Sounds like Tom Hanks to me. But anyways, I did research it for him. I did look it up, and I don't mind. So that's it for this edition of Randy's Old Time Radio Show's update. Any questions, comments, queries, pass them on to me, and we'll do another one. Take care, and we'll see you all on the site in a little while.